Hello everyone. Welcome back to my chatty, sassy corner here on YouTube where we talk about all things luxury. Today, I'm going to be doing a subscriber requested video talking about my ultimate handbag wish list. So this is every handbag that is currently sitting on my luxury wish list spreadsheet. I am an accountant. I make spreadsheets. It's what I do. It's why my channel is called Accounting for Luxury. But on this spreadsheet, I have mini bags. Mini bags that I will, and there are some bags that are mini size, but also mini as in M-A-N-Y. And so I have a lot of bags on my list that I hope to get at some point in the future. It very well may take me 10 plus years to get all these bags because obviously you can't just buy everything at once, even if you want it. And that is something that I at least do have good impulse control over when and what I buy. But I hope that you guys will indulge me as I go through this list and as I talk through the bags that I really want, what's become a priority for me as I've reevaluated my collection, what has fallen in priority because of that as well, and which bags have just popped up to steal my heart. Obviously, new bags are released all the time, so it's very possible that more bags will get added to this list at some point. But with that, let's get into the video. So to get it out of the way first, my big ultimate dream bag is the Birkin 30 in black with palladium hardware. Nothing really else to say about that. It's a bag that I will only get from the store. If I am offered that bag and that combo, wonderful. If I'm not offered that bag and that combo, I will be okay. But this is my dream bag, would be king of my collection. And who knows, maybe one day I will get lucky enough to get offered it, whether it be from my home boutique in Orlando or from the Paris store or maybe from the new store that's getting ready to open at some point in the future in Nashville. I've had it confirmed from multiple sales associates that Hermes is coming to Nashville, but I've heard conflicting reports. Some are saying that it's going into the new Four Seasons. Some are saying it's going to be going into our luxury shopping mall whenever another store leaves. So we will see what happens there. Now, bag number 2 will also not really be a surprise if you followed my channel because I've talked about this bag a lot. My Lady Dior in the medium size is my favorite bag in my entire collection. She is vintage and I love her and she's wonderful and I love carrying this bag. This bag is the queen of my collection. But I would love to bring in a sister for her. Still in the medium size, but in a maroon color with gold hardware in the quilted canage leather. That to me, I'm in love with this bag. I want another bag just like it, just in a different color. And for some reason, the maroon and gold is what I really, truly love. And I know going pre-love, which is what I'm going to do because the resale value on these just drops out the floor, and you can get some really beautiful ones for really great prices. My budget for this bag is going to be $2,500. If I were to go and get it in store, it would cost me like $7,000. So pre-loved is the way that I'm going to go for this bag. But because I already have one Lady Dior, it is lower down on my priority list as opposed to some of the other things that I need. Now, one bag that I'm having to eat my words on, and it's a bit painful, but I have been influenced by Meredith from Living Luxe with Meredith, by Deb from Wild Unfiltered, and I've come to realize I have a gap in my collection. I have a gap for a very tiny, small bag that goes crossbody that just holds, and only holds, my phone, my keys, my sunglasses preferably, and my cards. And the bag that fits that bill, but it's also durable, but can be a bit subtle. But if I need to wear it to get dressed up, I can. If I need to go casual, if I need to keep it tucked under a jacket for security purposes, can do all of that, is the Chanel wallet on chain in a gray, medium, dark gray, metallic gray. I'm open there, but I want caviar leather and I'd prefer gold hardware. But it gets tricky because I refuse to buy new from Chanel. I have really never had a great experience at Chanel, and with exception of Chanel Beauty, wonderful experience at Chanel Beauty. But looking at Chanel bags, I've never had a great experience. I do not want to give Chanel my money, and so because of that, I am looking pre-loved, but it's also a small bag, and I'm a practical person, and I don't want to spend a fortune on a really small bag. So my budget, and it's still a lot, it still pains me to be thinking about spending this much on such a small item, but I recognize that it's Chanel and therefore very expensive, is $2,000. That is my budget, not including tax, but that is my budget. I'm hoping to be able to find something under there. That being said, I've got to be patient, but this has definitely jumped way up to the top of my priority list because I have noticed myself having occasions where this is the bag that would be perfect for that, and where I've had gaps where I haven't really quite had the right thing to go, and this would be it. And I have tried my stuff in a Chanel walk. My stuff would fit, so it is just a matter of finding the right one. Whether it's classic, reissue, boy, I'm open, but we will just have to see whenever that one comes into the collection, because it's a matter of finding a good enough quality at that price point. So we've talked about a couple of pre-loved bags, but there are some brand new that have just hit or just about to hit, or maybe I've just become aware of them and they aren't as new as I actually think that they are, bags. And the first one is a bag that it's so, like, it's not practical necessarily, and it goes against all of the very structured, very elegant, very sort of preppy bags that I love, and it is the Loewe Flamenco clutch in the mini size in soft white. So it's a color that's gonna show all kinds of dirt if I'm not careful. It is slouchy, it has messy straps, but for some reason in the white, it's just so much fun, and I just absolutely love it. That being said, the practical side of me says, no, this is not the type of bag you typically like, slow your roll, which is what I've done. So this is a bag that is definitely going to be in the back of my head, that I'm definitely thinking about. It is $1,990. Loewe leather is beautiful. I have seen this bag in person, and I do really like it in person. I also really love the $450 gold donut chain that I could pair with it, and there's something about it that just really makes me happy and excited, but I have to think through this because that's a lot of money to be spending on something that is outside of my typical style. So it's a contender, but I wouldn't say that it's top of the list. But it's definitely something that keeps like worming its way in the back of my head. Now, the other brand new bag that's not even out yet that I've been obsessed with since the second it stepped onto the runway. And I would also like to point out, I've been calling it its name since before Fendi announced the name, so I think that Fendi may have stolen it from me. I definitely don't actually think that. But in my head, it makes me think that maybe Fendi watched one of my previous videos and decided, you know what, that's the name for the bag. And it is the brand new Fendi origami bag that is coming out. They have 2 sizes in it. I don't know which size I want, but I know that I want it in the smooth leather in the taupe turtle gray dove color. I love it. From the second that I saw it, I've been like, yes, that is the Fendi bag for me. The Fendi origami is just, I love the fact that it can scrunch together and be one bag. You can open it up and it looks like an entirely different bag. I love that versatility. I love the color. I love the non-branding with it, but it will still be that high Fendi quality. So this one, like, I'm going to drive 4 hours to go and look at this bag as soon as it launches end of July. I don't even know the price of this bag yet. I don't even care. I'm going to see this bag because I'm absolutely in love with it, and this is a bag that I definitely think, as long as I love it as much in person as I do in my head, this will be the first brand new Fendi item I feel like that I unbox on this channel. Now, I've got a couple of Louis Vuitton bags on my list, but none of them are brand new Louis Vuitton bags. They are all pre-loved, and 2 of them are very hard to find. The first one is going to be a bag that I wouldn't even be using as a bag. I would be having as a collector's piece. And that is a bag from 1996. In 1996, Louis Vuitton celebrated the 100th anniversary of the monogram canvas. And with that, what they did is that they came out with a special capsule collection, and I'm wanting the Romeo Giggly backpack from that. It's very hard to find in very nice condition. Ideally, I would love to stay under about $1,200 for that bag, as it's a collector's piece and would be a collector's item for me, but it's hard to find. It's hard to find in nice condition. That one's going to be a hunt, and I'm not really in the mood to hunt it because I have so many other priorities, but it is a bag that I would love to have at some point. Another bag that is hard to find that I am, as time passes, becoming more and more willing to hunt down is going to be I believe it's the Trottoir Suana Marin. It is a messenger crossbody bag. This is in a gorgeous dark brown leather. It doesn't look like it's Louis Vuitton at all. It is so subtle, but it gives me Andy from Devils Wears Prada vibes, and I just love this bag. I would love to say under $1,000 for this bag, but it was only made between 2007 and 2008 as a part of their kangaroo leather capsule they did. They did not do many bags in this collection. Meredith from Living Lux with Meredith has this bag, and I absolutely love it. I think it is amazing. I think it would be a great casual bag, and like I mentioned already, I have a lot of very dressy structured bags, so I would love this one as a more casual option in my collection. But there's one final bag that I would love to have from Louis Vuitton, and that's actually going to be an Alma. And I'm sort of torn on this one between going with a black epi leather, because I would love to have a larger black bag. I have two smaller ones. I'd love a bigger one. So looking at the PM in that, or at the PM in the Damier Abin pattern. Again, I'd be going pre-loved. I would want to stay under $1,000 for this, because these bags, they go pretty cheap. There's no reason that I would need to spend any more than that on the pre-loved market, but it is a bag that I truly love, and I do actually really love the bigger size in it. And so that's a bag that I am considering playing around with, but it's very readily available. So whenever I want to buy one, I can just go online to Fashion File, Rebag, The Real, and pick whichever one I'm most satisfied with, because both of those colors are very easily available. But another item that's real high up on my priority list. These next two bags are from a brand that I don't have, but I really do love, and that's Ferré Lepage. Now, both these bags I've talked about for a while on my channel. The first one, though, the one that is highest up on my handbag wish list, along with the Chanel Walk, is going to be the Ferré Lepage Express 21. I love this bag. I've loved this bag since I first saw it, but the dark colors to me were something that kind of just had me holding off from the bag, but then they released a new color, and it's a special color. And it's the white scale canvas. Again, it's another white bag. I am wanting a white bag, and I don't know why, but I do. But it is the white scale canvas with light pink leather, and it took this very unisex, professional, useful looking bag and made it very feminine and pretty, and oh, I love this color, and I'm so worried that they're going to discontinue this color, which is why it's so high up on my list. It is a bag that I've loved, but I've finally found the color that just sparks that feeling in me and sparks that joy in me and makes me all excited. And so that is on my list. It is more expensive. It is $1,540. The other bag that has fallen lower on my priority list is due to myself having my Strathsbury zip tote that I got in the sale, along with my large Neverfull GM. So I have a large Neverfull that's an open tote. I have this one that is a smaller zip tote. Do I really need a larger zip tote? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I do want the gray color if I get this bag, but it is a bag that is lower on my priority list because of that. And it's still a well-priced bag. It's now risen in price up to $1,660, but the Zip 35 is a wonderful bag. If anything were to happen to my Neverfull, that is the bag that I would probably sit with instantly. But because I have these two, I've got to do some traveling this summer to see, do I actually need a zipped large tote bag, or am I fine with either using my open large tote bag or my smaller zipped tote bag from Strathsbury? We'll see this summer as I travel. Now, the final bag on my wish list is a bit ridiculous. And I recognize the ridiculousness of it. I really, truly do. I recognize the ridiculous price. I recognize that I don't necessarily have a use for it. But it is the Hermes grooming bag. And this, I think that just from where growing up, I had grooming bags for my horses. I now see like this adult grown up luxury grooming bag for me. And I don't even know what I'd use it for, but I love it. And it's this wonderful navy color in orange with this orange removable lining, and it's just, it makes me excited, but it's very expensive. It is $2,275, which is a lot for a bag that I don't actually have any use for. So will I get this bag? Probably not. Is it on my wish list? Absolutely. And so I hope that you guys have had fun going through my ultimate dream luxury handbag wish list with me. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors, there's a lot of different styles, there are a lot of bags that get me excited about owning different handbags. And I love to rotate my bags, so I do actually use all the bags that I have. I will at some point this summer be doing a handbag collection video because my collection has actually changed quite a lot since last year. There are bags that I've sold, there's bags that I've brought in, but I love all of them, so I will share that at some point this year. But let me know down in the description what it is that your handbag ultimate wish list contains, and if you happen to have any of my bags from my wish list on your wish list as well. So with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye!